Good morning, Twitch. How's it going, guys? What up, Ben? Hello. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Yes, I am on Twitch. Thunderstorm Rex. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to a morning therapy. I need my glasses. My glasses. Sorry, Thunderstorm Rex. I am not taking anybody just this morning, just quite yet. Leave me alone. Just because of the fact I have a lot to do today. Yes, I am also streaming on. Yes, I also stream simultaneously on Twitch as well. Lady Polandia, good morning. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Morning Therapy. Morning, Spacenoids. I might have to trademark that. How do you set up your Streamlabs? I went off the basic. Like I just wherever was standard, I went with. I don't know if any of the videos get saved to my computer, like Papa was having a problem with, but mine get immediately uploaded to Twitch, so I don't have to re-upload them. Well, go for it. Reserve the right to use it. You can say like you're fired, but as long as you're not saying it to make money, if you're not going to use it to make a dime, you can say it all the time. And that's his phrase. You can say it like that. Like you can say, like Rickagoo is The Office. You know, that's Andy Bernard's character's catchphrase. You know, so as the streaming community that I join, yes, me every day Gundam stream when. So when you develop your time for when you do Gundam live, I think that's an interesting question. How I came up with my mine was a jump back because I didn't know who was on at the time or what was going on. George used to have a 9 a.m. So yeah, I'm planning on streaming there. Yeah, I originally started off with I'm gonna stream once a day, a 1 hour. You know, make it therapeutic for myself. And I decided to do that, and it's great. I like it. And then I cut down to just the weekdays. But yeah, if you guys want to see my beautiful face, you guys can go to Twitch and see me there. Yeah, make sure to follow me on Twitch too. There's go along with Twitch. There's a couple guidelines that you have to know about in order to start making money or anything like that on there. Ben, you have to have 50 followers, and this is before you can even start trying to be noticed by Twitch. Yeah, you have to have 50 followers. You have to have 5 people on on average chiming in on your Twitch account. Fizz, what's up, my brother? So you also have to have that, and then you also have to have like 6 days or 7 days. Excuse me. Hold on. Let's I got the test going up. Hey. Hey y'all. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but knocks inside time. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to That with P. So yeah, we're just going over the Gabathy again. Fishing out the paint. Bless your mess. Thanks. Thank you. I forgot how to spell your name. Betty Prime. Rachel. But it's all good. Be right back. Yeah, so if we have to get that average, and that's what you need to, that's the bare minimum to get noticed by Twitch to start making money on it. So, so what we're doing with your love. No, thanks. So what we're doing with the Gabathy, if you guys don't remember, he's a forever, one of those forever projects, really. But he goes apart with the Zeta series, so he gets the color shift. And that's my whole deal with Zeta kits. But I don't know if you guys remember, but I was doing all that internal painted panel lining, interior. Ugh. Yeah, one of those forever work in progresses, right? But this is when we discovered that this, I think this is, let me go get the can real quick, because we were having discussions earlier about this paint, this color shift. It's a green bronze shift, which I thought was really interesting because of the color combination. 1 second, I need to blow my nose. Excuse me. This is just going to bother me if I don't. Someone was asking what this was, and I feel like I gave them the wrong answer. Yeah, for one of those whatever works hard work in progress. What? Okay, so Tom, we agreed that is this an enamel or a lacquer? Well, whatever it is, the best thing about this color shift paint, the best thing about it is that when you use this, paint, you can put Tamiya on top of it and use its thinner, use the Tamiya thinner to get rid of that paint mistakes very lightly though, but it won't get rid of this paint. That's the big one of the big things I would like to make note of, tell you guys, because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. Lock 2002. Welcome. Good evening, good afternoon. But that's what I did here, so that I could. That's what I did on here on the leg panel here. So I put acrylic on top of this enamel or lacquer base, so that I can, mess with it, do details, all that fun stuff that we like to do, people. I would be playing music right now, but not today. I want to make sure that no one's going to have any lag issues on Twitch as well, since I'm using both cameras now. So I technically have 3 cameras on me at all times now. So we have camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. But everyone can see my beautiful face on Twitch. You can see more of an explanation. I hold up stuff to the board over here. I'm going to be getting a dry erase board pretty soon to put up behind me. It'll be more appropriate over there than where it is, but I have one. Let's put it that way. But yeah, let's get to painting. We've been sitting here talking for 12 minutes already. Jesus. We also are going to work on this hand too. So, I did finish the Habrabri, the X38, the RX 138. He will be posted later, and he will also have a whatchamacallit done too. He'll also have a proper post, put that way, with proper pictures and all that jazz. So, and so he's the one that you see shortly after the on the show. He's the one you see shortly after you see this guy, and after one of, because there's only 2 of these in the show, or 4 of them. You're gonna finish this week? Yes. So that's the idea, Tom, is that I pick a project now, and I have until Friday or till Sunday night, right, to finish it. Like I finished snapping and putting it together, the Habrabri last night, right, and that's just to get it off my table. And so this morning I was deciding between which paint job I want to do. Mac on X on Instagram asking me a question. He's like, "You gonna finish this week, the Gabasy?" Well, that's the idea. The idea is that every week I choose a kit and I'm trying to finish it. Now today's gonna be mostly about talking and explaining, going through all these procedures and stuff like that. But the idea is that parting my hair the wrong way. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But the idea is to go back through my kits, make them look nice and neat, mount them up. When I get them all mounted up, then Vaz, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Morning Therapy, which you can also find us on Twitch. Is there so many features on the bottom? It seems like there's so many features on the bottom of my screen right now that I can't even hit. Hold on, I'm trying to hit. I can't even leave a comment on my screen right now. That's what I was just trying to check, because it's like where your bar is, right? But it's just dot 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 question mark bubble, send bubble, friend bubble. You know, it's just a whole thing. And it's just the little text thing is just squished with the dots in the middle of it. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I love how Twitch. I mean, I love how Instagram does that kind of stuff. Now I gotta say, Twitch. I don't know why anyone would have a problem with it. I'm using it, which is amazing. Because anytime I use stuff, anyways, going back to this. So the idea is that once a week, hail Satan, what? Never. So yeah, so what we officially done for ourselves has caused us a whole lot of trouble. Anyways, we gotta go back over a lot of this stuff. We made a custom color for this as well, which we'll have to go pick up over in our storage. Okay. I think we got these done, right? Or no, we wanted to go inside of these here. I'll hop on Twitch a little bit after a second to help you with your... Yes. Oh, please. Yeah. Keep these... Let's try to keep my numbers up on Twitch. God forbid, right? Yeah, no, if we can get that viewer count up on Twitch, that would be amazing. I mean, I love Instagram because of everyone who's on Instagram and, you know, the community and how I met everybody. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, Twitch is a platform service, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to, you know, I mean, you're kind of getting the same thing from Twitch as you do Instagram. It's just that you have a little bit more of posting pictures and stuff like that of that nature. Man, I wish. Of course, that won't happen. A combination of Twitch and Instagram. Because if they did that, then it would be owned by Facebook. And I don't think Facebook wants to pay out its people. Because you don't get paid for Twitch. I mean, for Instagram. You get paid for Twitch. And so that's why I'll stay on Twitch. Sorry. I just want to give you guys good content, too. You know, the more I work on this stuff, the more I can give you guys better content. You know? Oh, God, I love good content. Everyone does. All right. There's talking. There's talk about breaking up Facebook. Well, okay, so the talk about Facebook. All right. So okay, Instagram and because okay, so Instagram, WhatsApp. So they can't break up WhatsApp from them because that's only an applicational service and it's not meant to be used on your computer. Instagram, same thing, not meant to be used on your computer. Only like they're being very smart about which ones has versus the other one, and if they do, what they're going to do is they're just going to freaking end all of them and make something called separate integrations. Yeah. Well, not just separate, like separate entities, separate CEOs, separate codes. Like there now will be in like direct competition with Facebook instead of being on the sideline of Facebook. Kind of like Johnson and Johnson when they make two different types of Band-Aids, or when you go to the store and says comparatively to whatever, to Johnson's brand Band-Aid. You know what I mean? They're being very weird and smart about it at the same time. Man, so okay. So for all intensive purposes, they can break WhatsApp off. I don't know how much combination they have. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on Twitch. And Biz, you're here too. Background. Considering Messenger is similar. Yes, Messenger is. Well, Messenger is similar. I mean, Facebook could just get rid of Messenger, and then you have to get WhatsApp. I mean, that as Facebook would go, I would do that because WhatsApp has more of an international presence, and I wouldn't want to let that go. That would be the smart thing to do. Let go of Facebook Messenger, because you already have everyone on Facebook. It might kill Facebook, but you're not going to get any. I mean, I don't know. Facebook is one of the entities that you're either questioning if it will fail or questioning that it will become the next something. Okay, so better view here on Twitch. Yeah, you get to see my ugly mug with my weird, flock of seagulls hairstyle, and you get to see the board. It's a little bit better. I was trying to integrate Instagram to the Twitch stream, but the lag is real. Almost would have to mirror my screen on. Tom, can you mirror my? Yeah, I just off Instagram and made its own entity, but that ain't gonna happen. This is their new toy, in my opinion. Oh yes, and when I was going through, yeah, you look like an early 2010s mid-age punk rocker vocalist. A punk rocker, you say? Oi, oi, oi! Well, I mean, I basically just put my screen, take my Apple screen, and put it on my computer. I don't know, even putting a video camera facing it. Buying another cheap camera and pointing it at it. I don't think I have the processing power to run another camera because my visual camera that I have for my face is just lag-tastic. And then, if you look close, downward camera, got lines going across it. I need better cameras. The only reason I have a good camera. But what I was going over with was with the Gabathy is that these pieces right here, which go into the leg, so they'll go into here eventually. You might want to, what you want to do is you want to sand that down and sand the inside of this down, just so you don't have, because it is set up to click, right? But it is really stiff, and if you are one of those people that like to mess around and try to transform it a lot, you will almost guaranteed break this part of your thing, of your, because I mean, look at this peg, right? And then I'm take the manual and try to cut the sun right before I put it. Yeah, no, I just want to use, so there's less latency. And I was thinking that video what my screen is for Instagram instead of trying to take Instagram's video of my video. I can be a little ahead of Instagram as far as putting it on Twitch. You get home, juke out. But yeah, there's also a lot of paint to be done on this, but this will be done throughout the week. It'll be done throughout the days, throughout the week. Just as Mondays are going to be nice, chillaxed. Hey guys, how you doing? Are you guys ready? Today's Monday. Let's take it nice and easy, right? Breathe. Right? Also, you might have seen posts recently. Going to take a look at it because I damneth my pride. So I'm in financial straits. Most of everyone probably here is. I have a GoFundMe set up for myself, and it is to help me start my business, fix my teeth, fix my car. It's just GoFundMe to help me out, get everything kind of going for myself. If you want to participate and help me out, it's greatly appreciated. The goal is high, but aim no short and less than your dreams, right? And that's what it takes to make my dreams happen. So share it, spread it around, get it around. It's just, you know, I have to be more conscientious about it. So I started a GoFundMe for myself. And I appreciate Tom for all of his work. And that's what makes me love this community so much, and it's what makes me continue on and be a fighting force for everybody. And to say nothing less, Max over on Instagram. Thank you, Tom. He's one of the good ones, people, and if you're not following, you should. He does amazing work on his own as well. If you don't catch his lives once in a while, you should. A lot of interesting topics that he comes up on here with too. So make sure to give him a follow. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. Oh yeah, and then some people were talking about notifications and stuff like that, about having a problem on Instagram about notification stuff. I'm just right now, dude. One of my first custom Gundams I made, Tom, I named them Scrap Metal because I thought it was interesting to have a Gundam that was just broken. What look? Think about like, oh, this is a concept that I'm surprised is not used more often in Gundam, but could be mistaken and not know something. But you let me guys. So an interesting idea for a concept in a story is small little organizations that are going around all the materials, all the used components from all these Gundam and all the battles from the Year War, making our Gundam, right? Like, think about, okay, so you have all these prototypes. You have um, a Psycho Mark 1, who you have Gundam, which was scrapped. I mean, the Neo Geon, but the Gabathy was destroyed. Both of them. Pause due to poor connection on Instagram. See, that's one thing you don't get on Twitch, and the reason I don't get that on Twitch is because all the stuff listed right on top. But yeah, so there's a whole bunch of, I thought that was really cool. I thought that'd be a really cool idea, making a scrapyard Gundam. So like he like milled plastic and all that nature. It was one of my first custom builds I ever made, but I made them more toward Gundam Wing because I had Gundam Wing kits. Into the Universal Century yet because there wasn't a good translation for it, and being a young kid, it really sucked. But I was into Gundam really young. I thought I was the only one, but apparently there's a lot of us, and we're all hiding. It's like we all watched it and we're like, man, I know what a colony can do. I don't want to visit Australia. But yeah, let's be funny, right? That's copper. We'll rip our out and reformulate our paint wall. I don't know. uh, yeah, man, I want to. As soon as I get done with my man, I keep on saying as soon as I get done, as soon as I get done, as soon as I get done with this, as soon as I get done with this. You know what I'm gonna do? Um, today, okay, today, my diorama because I want to make a nice looking diorama for um the wall. I want to make it into like a bookshelf kind of thing, right? But we'll scratch build it. Yeah, Tom, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scratch build it. That I mean that's the whole premise of it. It's gonna be a scratch build kind of thing, and I rub two sticks together and be like, look, I made it. It's a colony ship. It's the background. You just can't tell. Oh crap! There's a caterpillar in the shot. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll take care of that. Yeah, the thing is that now that we have Twitch going, I can just leave this going on all day. The unfortunate part is my daughter started getting an attitude. about me asking her to do stuff. So I had to get off, and luckily, I know how to work my device. Now, the the Twitch Studio, what I use is Twitch Studio Beta version 0.97.2, and I have to say, it's set up very nicely. And the only reason I know anything about production, video production at all, is because of the fact of COSI. COSI Learning's, what is it? Cooperative Science Institution or whatever. It was it's like a science learning center, really awesome. Out in Toledo. I don't know if it's still there, but they had a video production set up there where you could have someone behind the thing and then someone in front of the camera who was doing the weather. It was really nice. It was really cool to find out all that. Camera one, camera two, this is where you gotta look, this is what you gotta do, kind of thing. It gave me so much of an appreciation and helped me learn a little bit, so I had an understanding when I started seeing all the options you can do with this. Camera's a piece of crap. What do you do? So yeah, going back over to this, we're using different paints. We'll go over the paints we'll be using too, and I guess today is just go over everything, go over what we're going to be doing, and then continue on with it. Tom, did you change your picture by any chance? Because your logo. Okay, there it goes. Your logo crapped out for a minute. Like it was just. I might have to re-download Instagram. I mean, because you know how me and Instagram have a problem. And thank you guys all for coming sticking around on Twitch too. I mean, I very much appreciate it. But we'll be going over paints, and if there's any questions on what we're doing or what we're using, today's just going to be we're going over the tool set, the tool list, the paint list. We'll be going over how to accomplish all this stuff as the week continues. So I think I used flat earth. So yeah, majority of the paints are all going to be Tamiya's, except for the enamel base, which enamel or lacquer. And then we'll be going over the whole tool list. Now I did not use the tester's color shift, the tester's black. A black base coat. I used Mr. Finisher 1500 black. I swear by this stuff. If I'm using something black for a base coat, this is my base coat black. I do not use anything else. Okay. When it comes to doing base coats and everything, just a surfacer, plain and simple. That's what I use. The only reason I do use it, and I prefer to even use it in a spray as a spray or a pan, Rattler is because you get a buildup on your primer. I feel like you can't control nothing at that point. You know, like you're going to sit there and you're going to sand. You're going to sand it. You're going to have to do a whole bunch of work to primer back, get the details back in that primer and stuff like that. So very important that I have full control of the amount, the thinnage, everything when it comes to my primers, and I use Mr. Surfacer. And I use the 1000 1500 for the black. And I think there's you can get the black in 1500. It's a lot of waste. Yes, correct. It's a lot of waste. I really want to try this. I was hearing George saying some amazing things about it. He has a color shift red that I wanted to try because and I wanted to use that. And then there's a red to purple one that I want to get as well. And the red to purple one, or there's a red to orange, right? The red to orange is the one I want to use on him. The red to orange one. White. Yeah, see, when it came to the white, right? When it came to the white, I haven't really gone into using a white color shift yet. I mean, a white base coat yet, primer. I think I did once. Yes, no, I do have one and that because I didn't know how to go about it yet. Where I didn't have a spray. I think I didn't have a machine, a compressor yet. So I have been messing with to surface primer. I know I just got this just for because there's little tiny white spots that I need to do, right? So I got this just because I think it'd be interesting and just try it out. Like, why not, right? It was there. It was staring at me in the face, and I want to stay away from rabbit cans as much as possible. White spray, and still have Tamiya white primer spray. Yeah, I just when it comes to using gray and black, I might get a Mr. Hobby Surfacer white, you know. But I do not want to. When it comes to my base coats, I want my base coats to be a lacquer base versus. I don't know if it's a lacquer base. It could be a lacquer base, but I just don't want to accidentally pull it up. You know, so I'm using different types of paints to make sure that I'm not pulling it up in case I make a mistake. Like, I mean, of course, I make mistakes. I am human. I'm also supposed to be the cure. So. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I also will be. Sprays are lacquer. Okay, well, I don't have a spray. I have bottles, and I'm trying to go spray. I'm not trying to stay away from cans. So the only can I have right now is that Testors. That's going to be on the table. I'm not going to put anything else on the table. So yeah, to continue on with the Zeta story, getting on with all the Zeta stuff. That's what I want to do. But we'll also be, like you see, I got the head tore apart too. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give it that, the black on the back, and then We're gonna keep that sticker on there just in case for now. We're gonna go back over it after we put that black down. A little bit of that white primer, and then we'll put some of this pink lit. Make that eye surely pop. And then we'll go over these eyes too to make sure they glow. So I do not think they glow yet, but we'll have to get that going too. Leave it lighter. But yeah, so I'm really excited about getting this, getting back into this, getting this going and stuff like that with the paint. But we'll, when I'm a little later, I'm going to be doing some editing to it. So don't like it just right away. It's a nice green color, right? And so what's great about this color is, I don't know if you noticed it. Let me see if I can get it for you, Lady Polandia. So you got that green, right? Then depending on lighting situation, so if I move my light, let's move it a little light. Or is it highlight? But it gives it a copper color. Yeah, it's color shift. So I'm trying to show you that brown. Turns like into a copper brown. Yeah. So this is. So that's the green copper. I can't even read that. I'm like right here. There we go. Yeah. So, and then so yeah. She sold it in size smaller. Well, just fill it up with decals, man. Make people's logos. Make George's logo. Do something like that. Don't print it off yet. Because I'm assuming that once you can't do anything else. So I suggest like going online and like literally ripping off everything you can, to fill up that paper with decals, because that's what I would do. That's what I would do, Tom. I like that color. I do too. There's a whole variety of color shifts. I'm actually drawing one for Jess, so I'm gonna make sure to add you to it. And um, think of kind of build beer and band build beer and build night with Bree and Aaron, and I forget, he's never on, so I don't remember his name. And what to do with it afterwards? Tom, what to do with it afterwards? You the people that you pay for. You know, like, you know, you give it to me, right? Hand me over all those decals, man. I'll, you know, find something for them. Make caution logos. Make a logo. Go into Google Drawings and make yourself a Tom's Corner type thing. Do something fun like that, you know. You know, make make a sign for a decal that says Tom's Scrapyard. You know, I want decals and stickers from other builders. Got to collect them all. Yeah, the only weird thing about that is that um, like when you get one of those builders that pisses you off, send it to a Fetty too. I heard he likes decals. Oh, Fetty. Mm-hmm. But yeah, later today, I will be doing a post. One for the uh, which will give out his full disclosure of how I felt about how I like the kit. Who's giddy? And then the next thing is that I will also be posting another post today on the Gapathy and which paints I'll be using throughout the week. Today's conversations. Um, uh, so if anything, I will be just today throughout the week. I'm gonna be trying to stay away from commenting. And I'm wondering, I'm wondering who Joe is talking to. Heard Soda loves deals. Actually, really want to try playing with resin and weathering, and when funds permit, custom coasters or bases for guns, that sort of thing. Yeah, no, that's kind of the thing I want to do too. Like I want to make a diorama that I can interject with any kit that I get. Um, I the idea of making a diorama that 221185780 Sam joined. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Morning Therapy, where today we're just talking about ideas today. We'll be going over paints and other stuff of this nature for the Gapathy RX110. Uh, yeah, I just I want to make a diorama that put my guns in, put my kits in, and you know, do my photoshops, you know, do my photos and stuff like that kind of thing. I like that kind of stuff, you know, like making a whole like terrain and stuff like that. I oh, uh, Jungle Bull, welcome. Um, lady just wants to play with the resin for dioramas with water. Oh, so to start off with the water stuff, um, do it in sheets. So you have a sheet in the front, sheet on the side, sheet on the back, right? And you kind of have it on you that's placed down, right? So it's just three sides to it. So you can set up oil or diorama stuff inside of it. Because the only other way that I know about using resin is that you fill it up with resin while that piece is in there. And I would suggest staying away from that and just filter, having it like as as a filter for it. But yeah, that if you look up kits, you will be blown away. There's some guy who did some nautical stuff in there, and it's just absolutely balling, amazing. But yeah, if you want to get ideas, use yeah, yeah. No, practices gifts. Yeah, that's the best part about it. Yeah, it's the best part about it. So that. Also, by the way, I'm also live on Twitch, simultaneously casting here for anyone who wants to know. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, I would suggest looking up some of that stuff. But yeah, I kind of want to do stuff like that. I was thinking about having a transitioning diorama where it goes. There's actually a certain hill in Japan that's what it is, but it's used in every Godzilla movie. Um, and it's not Mount Fuji. I'm not talking about Mount Fuji because that's the beginning of that's the opening logo. But there's a hill they use, and it goes right into the water, and it's kind of like that transition that I've seen from all the dioramas, which their dioramas in Godzilla were 1/16th scale. Could be mistaken. It could be 1/12th, but that's still a very very big scale for designs and stuff like that. But you look at that kind of stuff. Look at because what's another one? The Fifth Element. Well, I'm gonna watching that. I'm gonna watch that again today. But I've been going through and watching um, all that stuff, and then just the fact of dioramas and the fact of having what's that stuff on that like on movie sets and stuff like that. Like seeing all that stuff on movie sets, like that gives me a little bit more encouragement. Like uh, I loved how Steve Carell's movie. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Tom, do you guys remember the name of that Steve Carell movie where he he's a miniature painter? He does whatever 6 foot scale, 6 inch scale is. I'm trying to remember what the scaling is. That it's like one. I think that's like 1/12 scale, right? But in that movie, didn't watch that movie, but you know what I'm talking about. Everyone pretty much knows what I'm talking about when I say that. Steve Carell movie, really good. He's a miniature painter. He gets beat up by Nazis. He has a mental issue from it, and he's gaining the encouragement to help him out. Awesome movie. Then there's the Fifth Element. That whole flight scene, the whole scene that you see them flying around on Earth, all that miniature, miniature size. The clock are legitimately the size of a Rolex watch. That's how amazing that scene is. You know, when she's out on the ledge, miniatures, right? And they just plopped her in. It's way too artsy for me. LOL. Yeah, he goes into a more of a realism approach, fantasy approach with you go for that, and then you have a rustic approach when you look at a bunch of other movies. Um, and then you look at the quality. Like I mean, look at the quality versus a lot of different things and how you shoot things and how you perceive them, right? So, for example, Godzilla, right? All those props, everything on that set wasn't made to be 100% total accuracy, but it was made to be destroyed and to appear to be what it was, right? So it was fast, it was easy, it was, thrown together so that it could be destroyed. And then you have the Fifth Element, which wasn't made to be destroyed. Also, Batman. Batman has miniatures in it too. Star Wars. All these movies that we take for granted about how um, that a lot of people don't know, but that's the miniature community right there. That's us. That's the modelers, the crafters and everything like that did make it, stuff like that. Like Terra's for one example of a modeler who made it. Is doing the job that you know. So I'm saying is, jobs out there. So some of them require an education, uh, college, but this craft, this hobby, will lead into bigger and better things. I hope I'm editing it. But I'm also, when it comes to Murphy's Law, I am Murphy's son, as I like to say. The only reason Murphy's Laws even exist or even Murphy knew about it is because it happened to me first. So just so you know, I feel that's how I feel. What can go wrong will go wrong because it goes wrong for Joe. So let's see how it goes, and let's see. Let's take it one day at a time. And remember, all we can do is breathe. I'm gonna let you guys all go. I'll be back on later. I'll be doing some posts. I gotta get stuff ready for everybody. All right, guys. You guys all have a good one, and remember, Spacenoids, get in your zone because once we're in our zone, we can't be stopped. All right, guys. You guys all have a good one, and I'll catch you guys later. All right. Peace. Later, guys. Have a great day.